Hello everybody. Today we are going to see one of the Excel function, financial function, PMT function, which calculates the payments for a loan based on constant payments and at a constant rate of interest. We will see how to use this to calculate monthly loan payment. At the same time, we will learn how to use the PMT function in a formula. So here I take a loan amount, number of payments that are to be made to clear this loan amount with a rate of interest. The number of payments here 120 is number of payments 120. Maybe I can take it as 10 years monthly. So 10 into 12 it will be 120. The rate of interest here is the annual rate of interest. So here we use PMT function, PMT. You can remember this as a payments made per term. Payments made per term. I'll expand the formula here. The rate of interest is 8.5. I said it is an annual one. So we are dividing it by 12, making it a monthly. The number of payments here are 120. And the present value of the loan amount is 50 lakhs. So I got here minus 61,992. We get a negative value. The reason we get a negative value is after the end of 120 payments, from the whole value, how much the loan should, how much we are going to return from the loan. From that amount, every payment, this much amount value will be deducted. At the last, after you pay off complete payment, it will turn to zero. So your loan will be zeroed. So that is the reason we get a negative number. How much is deducting every time from you from the total repayment value. So I'll convert this to a positive number for us to further go within the further formula. So I have changed this one. Now we are further making the changes in such a way that what if the number of payments are different? What if the rate of interest is different? So here if I say the number of payments, I finish the complete repayment within 60 months or within 80 months or within 100 months or 100 payments, 120 payments, 140 payments, you can go on. Even if the rate of interest is changed, like for 6%, 6.5%, so on. If I go on, what if anything changes? What if anything changes? So here we'll make a grid of these values. Select this complete grid. In the data, in the what if analysis, you have data table, input row. The row here determines the number of payments. The column determines the rate of interest. Your grid is filled. The same thing, the negative number, whatever I have said, I'm just formatting the number, making it to a positive number. So here, what does it mean by is, for such a loan amount of 50 lakhs, if it is repaid within 60 payments with the 6.5 per payment, it will be 96,000. So this is the value that it is going to show you. But here, every time searching in this grid becomes difficult. So we make it easily watchable or easily identifiable. So these are the changes I make it. Instead of making a payment value as a single value, I make it a list over here. How did we make a list is, go to data validation. You say it is a list and the source of the values here are, these are my source of values, right? So here I'll get a list of values, all the values. Even here, I'll say data validation. Here I have a list. The list of the values here are all the list, whatever you are having, that will be the list. So here I have converted this to a list of all these payments for the payment mode and all the rate of interest here. So if at all I change the payments and if at all I change the rate of interest, you will get the value over here. So it is 100 payments at the rate of 9.5. So 100 payments at the rate of 9.5, how much it is? 72,563, and the same answer is over here. Then what is the use of this grid that we are having? I wanted to see the value in the grid. So how will I do it is, I'll do it using a conditional formatting. So here, home, conditional formatting, highlight the cells which is equal to whatever I select over here. I'm just highlighting the cell. So here what it means, whatever I select, that particular cell gets highlighted. Whatever I select at the payment mode, that particular gets selected. Same thing I'll be doing for the rate of interest also. Select the rate of interest, conditional format, highlight the cells which is equal to whatever I select at that value, custom format. I'm just filling this background. So what does that mean by whatever rate of interest I select, that rate of interest will be highlighted. Same thing in the grid, I wanted to highlight with the cell value, whatever we have calculated. I'm using the same methodology. Custom format, just I'm giving such a color so that it is easily. So here, if I change here anything, you can easily see it in the grid. You can easily see it in the grid. We can make it more different, presentable kind of thing. I'll remove all these things, right? I can make this one as a little more with a different background color. Just different background color. We can give a heading over here, PMT function. How to use a PMT function. So here, for any loan amount, any payment that we have done over here, you can add how many payments you want. Now you can see if it is 80 payments at the rate of 8%. So here we are highlighting it like 80,844 is the per payment value. So this is a PMT function that we are having. This is an example through which we have learned what is a PMT function. Thank you for listening. This presentation is done from Anish College of Commerce, which is situated at Hyderabad. Saket, we have intermediate and graduation degree. Intermediate is with MSc and CEC. Degree, we have BCom Honors, BCom Computer Applications and BBA courses. This is our website and these are the contact numbers. Hope this particular session is informative and useful. Thank you.